Welcome to the Stellamaris tutorial. This tutorial we're finding scholarly articles in the jstor database with an emphasis on extension history. We need to use Google and National Library, and the search terms we're going to be using are Atlantis and Plato. A previous student created a question looking at the viability of Atlantis and Plato's information regarding Atlantis. So the first stop we take is to the Information Centre website, and we will click on Online Encyclopedia and Databases because this is where I'm storing the tutorial, plus this is also where I'm going to access Google and JSTOR. Alright, so JSTOR, you cannot search JSTOR in the way you search Google, so you couldn't put Atlantis and Plato in there and have the journals come up, the scholarly journals appear. You need to actually find out the name of the journals and the articles that are available. So we start off with Google by clicking on Google. And into Google, I put in the search terms that I'm going to use, Atlantis, Plato. Now, you might have to try a few different times with different search terms. You're not always going to find the article that you want. It's not going to jump out at you, so you might need to change that sometimes. And where you can see here that we've got Plato's Atlantis myth, Timaeus or Critias, Atlantis or Minoan Crete, Atlantis myth, an introduction to Plato's later. Don't know what it is. I'm going to open the first one, political novella, the Atlantis myth, and I will highlight and copy the name of the article. And I will go back onto the encyclopedia, and this time I'm going to log into e-resources. Now, this is what you will have, and you need to put in your number and you'll put in your family name. But I logged in ahead of time because I didn't want you to see my number and family name, because that's illegal. We don't, to access these databases, it's for individual research only. All right? So I clicked on the databases, and the first place I'm going to go to is J, and that means JSTOR. And you've got Japan Knowledge Lib and JSTOR. Visit site. And I am going to paste in the article that we were looking for. Remember, there were several articles there. The language in these are not always easy, so I'll show you what to do with them. You can see that this is, I'm just trying to see, Phoenix, that's the name of the magazine. I'm going to download the PDF. Sometimes the languages in these journals are quite demanding. Don't feel overwhelmed. You can still use them for quotes. You can still get the sense of what they are about. Phoenix Classical Association of Canada, doesn't say which university, but it is a reliable source via JSTOR. And if you want to search, I'm pressing Command F on the Macs, but on the other PCs it's Control F. And in this case, I'm going to search Plato, because I want to see how relevant this article is. All right, so we have 2 of 50. So I'll be able to go down and see. I'm going to press this perfunctory treatment. Critias will be found to prevail, and particularly all general works in Plato is as connected with the assumption of tacit and therefore, I believe, unchallenged. Now you can see that that is demanding. We've also got footnotes here, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. It might mean you might need to read it a few times. You might talk to your librarian. You might talk to your history teacher who might assist you. All right? It's also important to save these so you can access them later. And at the top too, you have all the information you need for your referencing, and you would reference this as a journal. I would suggest as a journal because it has been written as a journal even though it is online. All right, so thank you very much for joining us, myself, at the Stellamaris tutorial. If you need any help or assistance from the librarians or your history teacher, please let us know.